What is up, guys? Dude, I got my White Claw. It is Saturday fucking night, man, and we got a big NBA game. What's up, Jay? How's everyone doing? So what sportsbook do we want to start out on? Maybe let's look at DraftKings Pick Six. Again, this is kind of like another new fantasy site. It works pretty similar to PrizePicks. So they have a 50% profit boost on the NBA, so we definitely want to take advantage of that. So let's do it. Let's start out on DraftKings Pick Six. Honestly, it doesn't look like there's that much value available, but I'll at least get something in for the promo. So for example, check this out. We got OG Anunoby under 6.5 rebounds plus assists. Oh shit, man. PrizePicks has a free square as well. Dude, the promos are rolling today. So you can see PrizePicks has OG's line lower, so we're getting good value on the under on DraftKings Pick Six. Where is this, baby? Where is this? So we have OG Anunoby under 6.5 RAs. Okay, perfect. So you can see FanDuel has his under at -166. And then the other DFS sites just have his line lower. But again, like, let's refresh this real quick. So OG Anunoby under 6.5 RAs, perfect. Now we just need to find one more pick we want to go with. Dude, and there's some solid value, so, whoa. That pairs well. This play on OG Anunoby pairs well with Bridges over in RAs, right? They kind of like compete for rebounds and assists. Only one player can, score at the same time. Or, sorry, get a rebound, get an assist. Then we have Siakam under 3.5 assists. So you can see here his under's like a -170 favorite. On all these sportsbooks, Siakam's a massive favorite to go under. Oh, shit. Damn, dude. So we got a lot of good shit going on right now. So again, on DraftKings Pick Six, just like PrizePicks, take his over, under. You're getting the same payout. All these books have his under heavily favored. This pairs well with McConnell over in RAs. Yo, we're going to be able to get in a 6-pick entry. Let's fucking go. So we have Ben Shepherd under 3.5 points. Under 3.5 points. We have TJ McConnell over 5.5 RAs. So we have 5 picks, all with value. We have positive correlation on these two NBA plays. We have some positive correlation on Siakam under, McConnell over. But we need one more final pick that we can go with. What's up, guys? Please don't tell me you're going to say Jalen on the under. What's up, guys? Dude, so we need one more pick to go with. I don't know. What do we think? Miles Turner under 5.5 boards. So again, this play on OG is really solid. Honestly, I don't mind it. So let's run Miles Turner under 5.5 rebounds. So this comes out, and I did a video on DraftKings Pick Six on YouTube. So like if you're new to this platform, anyways, this is what I'm getting locked in. So we have a 50% profit boost. How much can you wager? $25 max. Okay. And then honestly, I mean, this play's pretty solid. So I can get this locked in as a regular slip as well. Yo, so this is pretty damn good, man. This play on Siakam's ridiculous. I mean, he's a massive fucking favorite to go under. But again, this is just another DFS site. It kind of works like, basically works like PrizePicks. The only difference, do PrizePicks. We're going to do PrizePicks. We got to do PrizePicks. So we have this free square on Cat, so I'm going to do PrizePicks next. But here's what I got in on DraftKings Pick Six. Again, if you use PrizePicks, check out Pick Six. You probably have access to it, and there's just a lot of value on it. Big Al, good to catch another stream. Let's hit some slips. Anyways, here was the first play. Let's hit PrizePicks. What do we like tonight, boys? Who are you guys betting on? You guys think the Knicks are going to force a Game 7 or no way? I'm on the Pacers, personally. Yo, whoa. So let's see what we can do, man. Let's see what we can do on PrizePicks. So I got the cat free square. I'm going to run under 1 takedown. And, dude, there's actually a lot of value available right now. It's kind of crazy. Again, what's really nice about esports, I love fucking betting on esports, is there's just so many games. Like, more games, more opportunity. So, Rudd, this was just right off the Odds Jam Fantasy Optimizer. Again, this doesn't do anything complicated. It just kind of like points out line discrepancies. So it's recommending his under 32. If you look at Underdog, every other book, his line's lower. Hot Streak, a book that specializes in esports, they not only have him 1.5 points lower, that's a data point telling us, hey, PrizePicks has their line too high. They also have the under 30.5 favored. So we're going to be able to get in a beautiful 5-pick flex play on PrizePicks. So I got 3 picks so far that I'm running with this cat discount. Dude, this is ridiculous, man. And then we have some League of Legends value. I mean, Hot Streak has Shanks' line at 12.5. Yo, with the under as a massive favorite, we're getting 14.5 on PrizePicks. But what I wanted to do real quickly is actually, let's just see here. The tough part is when you're betting on League of Legends, like, ideally, you can take players on the same team to go the same direction, both under. But you can see the payout shift on PrizePicks is brutal. Ugh. So the payout shift is pretty brutal, which is obviously a little bit annoying. So I'm not going to run this, actually. So let me get rid of this. Let's go here. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to throw in this UFC play. Again, I like to try to correlate League of Legends, but I feel like the payout shifts have gotten just horrible. So, League of Legends correlation, I don't know. It's just become less profitable. PrizePicks has become less exploitable for it, unfortunately. So, here are the first 3 picks, right? So, 3 esports plays. We got the cat free square and then a UFC play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-pick flex play, that's like the optimal slip type on PrizePicks. Assuming there's no payout shift. But anyways, what do we want to do? Should we look at Underdog? So you're on the Pacers, but bet the Knicks? I'm not on the Pacers. All I have bet on this game in terms of main lines is just Knicks money line. But then I have some random props here. I mean, this isn't... Yeah, I don't think this slip implies the Pacers are winning the game. It's just a bunch of player props with value. DraftKings Pick Six has a fair amount of good shit available right now. But anyways, what other books do we want to do? So... let's see what we got on FanDuel. I think they have some promos. Yo, what do they have? So they have a no sweat same game parlay. So basically, if you lose your same game parlay, you get your money back. What is this? Build a parlay and get a profit boost. Every leg you add, you get an additional profit boost. So ideally, we add a bunch of legs. So let's see where the value is. So the first play we have is Blanchfield, money line, minus 230. FanDuel's offering the best price. You can see Pinnacle. Pinnacle's a pretty sharp book. I mean, this is just a line movement chart. I don't know why it zoomed in so much. But you can see lines have kind of like ripped towards Blanchfield. She opened around like minus 180. Now on most books, especially the sharper books, like Circa, Bet Online, Bet Chris, they're pricing her around minus 255. We can get this at minus 230 on FanDuel. So it's like, yo, that seems solid. And again, every leg you add, we get a higher and higher payout. So I could do a 3-pick parlay, or I could say, let's get more aggressive and just take, again, if a bet is plus EV, positive EV, you know, that's awesome. But it's going to be profitable in a parlay, whatever, right? So if a bet's profitable, you can run it as a straight bet. So like this play on Barber versus Blanchfield, we could just run it as a straight bet. Plus 164 looks pretty fucking good. You can see Pinnacle, known to be one of the sharpest books. They have 3K betting limits. You know, we're getting 20 cents of improvement. And Pinnacle's market is pretty tight. I mean, plus 144, minus 170. So if you remove the juice, remove the VIG, the fair price on the under would be plus 153.6. We're getting plus 164. So I always say, like, this is a no VIG odds calculator is the most important calculator that you use in sports betting. But anyways, so we can either take the under or Blanchfield money line. I don't like running same game parlays personally because these books, they just like add in extra juice, which isn't particularly fun. So here we're getting now a 25% boost. This is only a max bet size of $10. So fuck it, we'll run it. I'm going to run this. Again, I follow a super data-driven approach to my sports betting. Try to make sure every bet I lock in is plus EV, so we have some value in the Pirates game. We got some UFC value. We're getting a profit boost on our parlay to begin with. Wait, where is this? Here we go. So this is going to go up to plus 10,670. Anyways, do you guys want to do sleeper or what? UFC capper here and correct. Aaron will win tonight. What was the PrizePicks slip again? Let me go back to PrizePicks. Yo, so here was the PrizePicks slip. We got Cat over. Then we got 3 esports plays. And then Filio under 1 takedown. Here are the 3 esports plays. Fuck. So let's see what else we got. Boy. So again, on DraftKings Pick Six, it looks like after I gave out the first play. So this is what I got locked in. Again, there's a 50% profit boost on Pick Six. Here was the play. Uno, dos, tres. Positive correlation on Bridges and Anunoby. Positive correlation, you know, on these plays as well. Over in rebounds, under in rebounds, under in assists. So these plays kind of stack well together. Fuck yeah, they do. Anyways, who are you guys betting on tonight? Who are you guys betting on tonight? Do the sleeper promos. Yo, let's do the sleeper promos. So, I've said this before. Sleeper is kind of a weird book because they put their odds in decimal format, but that's okay. Let's see what we got. So what are the details on this 35% profit boost? So the first play we have is we have Halliburton, block. Tyrese to record a block. It's a 2.17 payout on Sleeper. So if you look at the app, right, it says a 2.17 payout. That just means plus 117. You're betting 100 to win 217, 117 in profit. So I don't know why Sleeper does this, why they put their odds in decimal format, but they do. But the real question is, what else do I want to get locked in? So we have Brunson Steele. Honestly, I think I'm going to run this WNBA play. Cardoso, under 20.5 PRs. We're getting a 35% profit boost. Dude, 35% is obviously a lot. Basically, whatever you bet. I mean, Sleeper charges a fair amount of juice. That's like the biggest problem with the app, in my opinion, is they just charge a lot of juice. Like you can see on Miles McBride RAs, rebounds plus assists, minus 122, minus 133. Like they got a 55-cent spread. I mean, you know, ProfitX is plus 114, minus 136. So that's a 22-cent spread. Here we have like 40-cent spreads on these other books. So that's kind of the main problem with Sleeper is they have some really good promos, but it's a hard book in my opinion to use because of all the bullshit, all the juice they bake in. So what are these promos? I don't know if any of these significant strikes are actually any good. I mean, a 7 significant strike discount, I still don't even know if that's worth playing. But they do have a WNBA boost. PrizePicks has Dylan Cease discounted. Yo, is there another discount on PrizePicks? Oh, so there is. Yo, did PrizePicks run a bunch of these discounts today? Did I miss them? Did I get up too late? Anyways, let's run this WNBA boost as well. Shit. So under in PRs, and then this Sky game starts in 25 minutes, so I got a little bit more time. So we need another WNBA pick. What do we like in the WNBA, boys? What do we like? I think there's only one WNBA game today. Atkins under 1.5 made threes. So let's check out this. Again, on Sleeper. Players from 2+ teams required. Fuck, dude. So let's go down. Let's go back here. And let's throw in one more WNBA pick, and then I'll be good to go. Let me get rid of Atkins, actually, because those plays would be negatively correlated. So here we have a 30% boost. Honestly, this seems solid. 2-pick entry. 30% profit boost. Anyways, what do you guys want to look at? Does Underdog have anything good? Underdog better. Again, I'm in Virginia. Dude, Virginia, we got a lot of sports books, that's for sure. There's a fuck ton of sports books in Virginia. And holy shit, dude. What's really popping right now is there's some good NBA plays too. So let's build an Underdog slip. They don't have any promos available, unfortunately, on Underdog. But let's see what we can get locked in. Man, oh man. So check out this. This is, wait, no, I apologize. Give me one more sec. I want to find a different pick to run. I'm not going to run this play on Zodi. But anyways, here's what I'm getting locked in. 3-pick entry. Again, Underdog, they give you 6x. PrizePicks is only 5x. Because PrizePicks is cheap as fuck. But check out this line, dude. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Underdog has this line at 19.5. PrizePicks 18. Like, these esports betting markets are so inefficient, it's ridiculous. So this is just a little 3-pick. Esports, Underdog has this line at 19.5, 16.5 on hot streak. Granted, they do have the over juice. The overs, you know, there's more juice towards the over. They have the over favored. PrizePicks has a line at 18, but regardless, I mean, this looks pretty fucking rock solid. What's up, guys? Can you show better, please? I have a free square and need a play. Yeah, let's look at better. I don't know if there's... Sometimes if there's a good promo, I mean, like, you know, dude, what are we talking about? And they already added a multiplier on Cat, so they rejected my bet, which is really annoying. Come on, bro. But what were you guys asking about? Better? Honestly, on better, I would probably run this play. Ramiz Bromwich over half of a takedown. I mean, you can see BetOnline has this at minus 160. So it checks out from a value perspective. But let's finish this play. So I'm going to run Vandersloot under 10.5 RAs. Again, only one WNBA game today. You can see PrizePicks has her line at 10, right? We're getting under 10.5. PrizePicks has the line at 10. That seems pretty good. So this would be a 3-pick entry. 6x payout. Every pick has an edge, has value. And we definitely have to do this Dylan Cease discount. Yo, but 3-man, again, they bumped the previous play, and there we go. We got it locked in. Any more PrizePicks plays? 100% profit boost on Onyx odds. You never get to it. Yo, Fliff or rebet, please. I'm not logged into Onyx odds. There's like a new sweepstakes book called Onyx odds. It's legal in basically every state. I mean, here's the value on rebet. It looks like it's mainly player props. James Wood, under 1.5 bases. I mean, it's a bunch of plays, but what was I going to say? On better, there's not a ton of value. I would probably just, if you have a better discount, I feel like I never get promos on better. This is what I would run. Again, you don't have as many data points. Bromwich over half of a takedown, but BetOnline is known to be a pretty sharp book. They have pretty accurate lines for UFC. And they have his over as a minus 160 favorite. Same thing with Sports Betting AG. So, like, you know, if you have a better discount, maybe just run it with Bromwich instead of trying to do, like, a full 5-pick entry. Oh, shit. But let's see here on PrizePicks. Let's see what we can do on PrizePicks. That would be awesome. So the first thing I want to see is just what's the deal with these payout shifts. So here, the payout shift on PrizePicks, these two esports plays would be positively correlated, right? Players on the same team, pairing them to go the same direction, that would be positively correlated. Again, PrizePicks adds in, they're kind of a bitch. They add in a little bit of a payout shift, which is obviously annoying because I feel like these payout shifts have just gotten worse and worse, but, you know, kind of is what it is. So, let's see what we can do. So then the final play is just, you know, CS2 play. Obviously, most of the MLB games for today have started. We're doing a lot of esports, but this is typically when PrizePicks, Underdog, I mean, FanDuel, they don't, you know, do esports. But regardless, we got Dylan Cease over, and then we got 3 more esports plays. Please do real sports. Yo, I'm getting you the picks that I think have the best value. There's only 2 MLB games left for tonight and 1 NBA game. But regardless, this is what I'm getting locked in, okay? So these 2 League of Legends plays are positively correlated. So that's nice. Sheesh. So Dylan Cease discount. You could also pair the cat discount if you're just tuning in. But this is what I got locked in. Now, the question is, what else do we want to do? Do MLB, big guy. Holy moly. Yo. Dude. Honestly, if you wanted to do pick six, Siakam under, Anunoby. Why can you only bet OGs over? So what's frustrating about Pick Six, this DFS app, is again, you can't pair. So they have a really ridiculous value WNBA play. Maddie Segerst over 10.5 points. Again, OddsJam's not doing anything complicated. It's just kind of, you know, scanning these books, pointing out line discrepancies. If you look at the Sky game, I mean, every other book, right? Like FanDuel, even if you don't personally bet on FanDuel, it's a multi-billion-dollar company, right? You want to put some weight into their odds. They have the line 20% higher. So it just seems like DraftKings has this girl, lady, I'm a feminist, I don't know, what am I supposed to say? Girl, lady, woman. All these other books have her line higher. So that seems good. But again, what's fucking annoying about this Pick Six app is you can't pair them together, bro. So where is Anunoby under 1.5 assists? Why can't I pair that in? Am I missing something, bro? Under 1.5 assists. I only see the option to take the over for OG. What are we doing? So I don't even see the option to bet the under. So it seems like they're offering a one-way market. So again, what I recommended before, you could just run this with your 50% profit boost if you wanted to. So man, I don't see Josh Hart steals plus blocks. Let me refresh this. Oh shit, it did pop up. So it was Anunoby. Maybe I just had to refresh. Yo, so now I see the option to get his under 1.5 assists. So this play seems even better. OG Anunoby under 1.5 assists. All these books have his under at like minus 150. This play on Siakam just keeps getting better and better. But let's see what we can do. So Nemhard is a minus 174 favorite. A massive favorite to go over in RAs. Yo. So let's see what we can do. Again, follow the hot girl at the bar. I always say that. And by that I mean, you know, bet on the book that's offering the best value, which in this case today seems to be DraftKings Pick Six. I don't know, man. There's a lot of good shit on this book. So we have TJ McConnell under half of a steal. It's like, wow. So, DraftKings Pick Six, the gift that keeps on giving. Due to contest availability, we can only attempt to enter 634. Heads up, we were only able to enter you for $538. So some of these picks are roughly similar to the last slip. But regardless, strong correlation. Everything on DraftKings Pick Six is minimum payouts. Do Fliff. Okay, so I see people asking for Fliff. So let's see what we got on Fliff. Fliff, honestly, I don't see much value right now, so I'm not going to force a bet. Onyx odds, again, I'm currently not logged into, but we can see, is there any good value on Onyx odds? So this is Onyx odds. It's kind of like another version of Fliff or Rebet. It's just a sports book available in every state. So Nemhard to make a 3, I mean, whatever. There's some decent value. But what I really wanted to do is let's see if there's any home run value. Underdog has a 50% profit boost. Where are you seeing this Underdog 50% profit boost? Why am I not seeing an Underdog 50% profit boost? Let's roll, boys. Let's fucking roll. So what else did we have? Dude, Underdog is popping with esports value. Again, they always post esports lines. There's so much opportunity. There's so many plus EV profitable bets. So much money you can make, to be honest. Just line discrepancy after line discrepancy. I mean, huge line discrepancies. Like, you don't see these discrepancies this big really in any other sport. It's just esports because there's so many games, and Underdog just, like, they can't manage their lines. I mean, there's not many ways to say it aside from that. Oh, shit. So I think this, damn, they already have lines posted for game 1 of the Stanley Cup. So I'm going to run this. If you wanted an Underdog play, some people were asking for Underdog. This is personally what I'd go with. Underdog 3-pick entry. But what I really wanted to do, dude, that's crazy, man. So again, 3-pick entry, these esports lines, they always get bumped kind of fast, which is obviously annoying, but kind of is what it is. 3-pick entry, 6x payout. But what I was saying is what I want to do is, again, let's see what there is on FanDuel. I mean, FanDuel's offering crazy good value on Manny home run. This is plus 340, so this is the best fucking home run bet available right now. Manny plus 340 to go yard. Again, like, you know, Circa has pretty tight markets, especially for player props like home runs. It's known to be a pretty sharp book. You know, you can see they're only baking in a 60-cent spread. So it's a pretty tight market compared to like Sleeper, right? Sleeper's offering worse odds on his over and his under. So tighter markets means, you know, you have higher confidence in where a bet should be priced. It's kind of like if someone tells you, hey, you know, your house is worth between $229K and $556K. That's like a pretty wide market compared to, hey, your house is worth between $290,000 and $350,000. That's a fucking tight market. That's a fucking tight market. You want to focus on tight markets, tight pussy, tight markets. Anyways, what else did we have? So that's the best home run bet, Manny Machado. I do kind of like Hallie over in points. I mean, obviously, he's been kind of hit or miss. He didn't do shit last game. Oh. He didn't do shit last game. Marte plus 420, meh. This UFC play I do like as well. I mean, I gave it out on Twitter. But if you wanted something different, again, there's a promo for on FanDuel. Wait, why am I on New York Sportsbook? I need to go to Virginia. Shit, man, I accidentally put my state as New York, so it's leading me to the wrong FanDuel. Because OddsJam has like one-click bet, so you can just click. Takes you right to the bet. Which is obviously kind of nice. Shit. So, god damn it. So I gotta rebuild this shit, man. So I wanted Machado. And again, this would work as well for the FanDuel. And then we'll go over to Fliff. How does that sound? Then we'll go over to Fliff and rebet the sweepstakes books that people wanted plays for. Honestly, fuck it. I will include Suarez. Balls to the wall. And then let's look at a beautiful little 3-pick parlay. Or Marte, meh. So let's see what's on Fliff. So we had Halliburton, Machado. But what I want to do is let's check out Fliff and rebet and whatever other books. Whatever books you guys want to look at, just put them in the chat. Whew, 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 whew. Damn, dude. So again, if a bet's plus EV, it's going to be good to go in a parlay. So like Corbin Carroll double. I mean, you can see FanDuel, like, for these more niche markets, there's big line discrepancies, so there's a lot of value. But you can see they're only giving me fucking 55 bucks on this. Corbin Carroll double. I have noticed, I mean, just huge discrepancies in where these books price player doubles. There's actually a lot of opportunity in it. I mean, we're already on Suarez home run. But anyways, what did people want? So let me lower this a bit. And let's see what we have on Fliff and rebet. So we have Fliff and rebet. And let's see what we can do, boys. We don't have much time before this game starts. Yo. Honestly, dude, again, the Rockies are so bad. But Rockies +3 at -128. I mean, again, you only have one other data point, Pinnacle. But Pinnacle's known to be one of the sharpest books. They're telling us, hey, this should be priced at 144. You know, Rockies should be a bigger favorite. So sometimes, like, you know, not always, but sometimes when these books first post lines for an upcoming day, there's a shit ton of value. There's a lot of stuff to take advantage of. And it seems like, you know, with all the MLB games starting early, there's actually some decent stuff for tomorrow. Dude, the Rockies +3. Oh, man. The Rockies have lost me so much money this year, but they're going to turn it around. So they're going to give me $228 on this on a rebet. Hey, Alex, why do you have some books excluded? Typically, I just exclude books. I mean, information overload. If I don't like, I mean, some of these books I've never heard of. Crab Sports, 888 Sport. Like 888 Sport is a Canby book. So they have the same odds as like, you know, Bet Rivers. Some of these books, Ballybet has the same odds as Bet Rivers. So some of these books like have the exact same odds. So just to kind of like cut through the bullshit, I'll just hide them. So I don't see a bunch of the same bet. Anyways, I know we were just talking about this girl, Maddie Seigerst. So I'm actually going to run her under on FanDuel. So you can see on Novig, this is a peer-to-peer betting exchange. The market is crossed. This is arbitrage. This is my WNBA prop for tonight. I ran Maddie under 12.5 points. You guys like the WNBA? You guys support women? You guys feminists? I am. I just placed the WNBA bet. I'm fucking supporting women. Equal pay. Equal pay. Why isn't Maddie Seigerst paid as much as Steph Curry? Yo, but anyways, the market is crossed, right? And there's a fair amount of liquidity on Novig. So this is arbitrage, right? I can get her over at +120. That's super different from FanDuel. So Novig and FanDuel, Novig's a peer-to-peer betting exchange. It's legal in basically every state. Like these two books have such different odds. I could bet her over. I could bet her under on a different book. Over here, under here, guarantee a profit. So I know one of these two bets has to be plus EV. And again, 3.1K liquidity is a lot. It's almost certainly a sharper book. Again, if you kind of look at all the other sites that actually do WNBA player props, it's not a ton of them. Like PrizePicks had her at 12.5. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of discrepancies in the WNBA. What the fuck? So this under 12.5 points at -118 I actually think is pretty solid. Rockies, they already adjusted the line. Damn. Yeah. Why do some books have all the same odds? I think they just don't want to. They just buy their odds. I think the company's called Kambi. They make sports betting odds. So like if a book doesn't want to have to make their own odds, you can just buy Kambi's odds and have the exact same odds as all the other books that use Kambi. But I think it's just easier. Like FanDuel, DraftKings, all the major players, they want to do everything in-house. They want to manage their own lines, their own odds. But, you know, I think some of the smaller books like Ballybet and whatever, it's just easier to say, okay, like, we're just going to pay some fee every month to, you know, have someone else set our odds and move our odds instead of figuring out how to do it ourselves. But anyways, game starting. DraftKings Pick Six. You know, there's nothing. Game's about to start. So hopefully some of these plays hit. Thanks so much for tuning in to the live stream. And let's make some fucking money hopefully tonight, dude.